What's up, everybody? We are the Invincible Podcast, and welcome to Meanwhile in Midnight City. This is a 6-part campaign of us playing through the Invincible Roleplaying Game. We've been lucky enough to be joined by Adam Bradford from Free League, the writer and creator, designer of the Invincible Roleplaying Game. And he's been working with us not only to kind of design, come up with the story, but he created the artwork for our characters, which we'll be showing you in a second now. He has an incredible Invincible knowledge, and he's just been a really great GM and storyteller guiding us through this, which is still kind of among our first times ever playing a role-playing game. We're doing this little intro here just in case anybody stumbled on this video. After this, we'll be going right into the gameplay, both for this episode and the next 5 parts. But we wanted to give a little bit of a tease and a little bit of an introduction to who our characters are, who we're playing. So who wants to go first?
I mean, I'll start. I'm playing a character who is a bit of a mysterious character who comes from the future into the Invincible timeline. And all I'll really tell you is that he's got a very cool sword and he can teleport. I'm playing a character called Shortcut.
It's such a good name.
That was really nice. I'll go next. So I am an alien from a different planet. I come from the homeworld where tether tyrants' tethers come from. And I may or may not be a full-blown version of that. And my name is unpronounceable at this time.
Okay. And TJ?
So I'm playing a character. His name is Simon Fontaine, aka Siphon. He is an archer vampire hunter. He got his abilities from kind of a demonic backstory that you'll find the more you watch this campaign. But essentially, when he gets injured, the powers of the person attacking him or someone close by to him is taken from them and bleeds into Siphon, and then he can use that person's powers. So that's Siphon.
Very cool. And I will be playing Trick Taker. He is a civilian of Midnight City who is teaching himself magic and the arcane. And we're gonna hold back the rest of some of these story details for the actual campaign. We're very, very excited about it. We've had a lot of fun with it so far, and we hope you all enjoy. So from there, take it away, Adam.
Midnight City, a place of perpetual night, a no man's land abandoned by our government, among the most dangerous streets in the world. Several years ago, the Midnight Magician's spell conjured a night without end. But the criminals that have taken over the streets have truly plunged the city into darkness. While the reconstruction efforts to rebuild the unparalleled destruction caused by the battle between Invincible and Conquest has been in full swing for many months, those of us who call Midnight City home are left to wonder, when will our home be restored? The situation day in and day out is dire. There's no light. No help coming. No hope. Or is there? I'm Kyle Maddox, and for the next few hours, we will follow the activities of a new team of heroes who are doing their best to fight back against the darkness. Even as the rest of the world has seemingly forgotten about the plight of our city, we will shine a light on what's happening meanwhile in Midnight City. A few weeks ago, I was headed home from my favorite arcade when I was attacked by a group of perpetrators dressed as our beloved Darkwing. They took exception to me filming them breaking into a building on my cell phone. I was terrified. I feared for my life. And just when I thought all hope was lost, I was rescued. I was saved by a group of individuals we will come to know in the next few weeks. I apologize for the shaky cell phone footage that you're about to see, but this is the story of what happened that night. You all are in your abandoned movie theater hideout, and you receive on it's an actual payphone booth. So they had that in there ironically, but you've gotten it working again. You receive a call on it, and people are not supposed to know that number. But as it rings out, you're all so surprised you don't even answer it the first time. But then it does call back. And who is going to answer the phone?
I don't even know what that noise is or how a phone works.
Okay.
So it's not going to
It's the night phone. It's the night phone.
Shortcut's scared of it. He's running away.
Trick taker, you answer the
Why
phone.
is this technology working? It's not supposed to work. Who knows this number?
Before you even say hello or anything, a voice that is obviously using a voice changer says,
You need to book it to the rooftop on the bank on the corner of 43rd. Now.
and it just hangs up, immediately hangs up, doesn't tell you anything else. But it says that you need to get to the rooftop of the bank on the corner of 43rd. And then after this, you know that 43rd is very close to the theater here, and you hear gunfire. What do you do?
Shortcut. It's fine. It's fine. It wasn't a problem. We have to go. There was a call that said that we have to get to the rooftop on 43rd.
Feels like a
I
trap.
think it's going to be fine. It was
right.
somebody from this time period. I think it's going to be okay. Do you know where the big guy and Siphon are?
I think they're in like the theater part. I know the big guy's watching something. He's always watching something.
All right, we need to gear up and head out there. I hear shots, so it's
all right.
This is real.
All
right. So you round up everybody. It's the moment, the montage of opening up, the popcorn stand, or wherever your gear and paraphernalia is kept, and everybody's suiting up, and there are nipples on the back. No, but as you do all of this, you get ready to go. You book it to the bank, and this is a location that you're aware of, because honestly, where your hideout is, it might not be the best kept secret, because there is a ton of criminal activity here in Midnight City in general, but you are in the heart of a lot of that criminal activity, which again is by design, because you are trying to clean up these streets. And so as you make it to the top of the bank building, you are going to actually see again the characteristic. It is 4:30 in the afternoon or early evening right now, but it is dark as can be here in Midnight City. Perpetual darkness blankets everything, but you can make out from your vantage point. You can make out that there are some individuals on a nearby rooftop, and all of these rooftops that you see here are close to the same height. So this one, that's Zone G over here. Zone G is a little bit lower, and I is a little bit lower, but they kind of stair step up. All of them are reasonably close to the height of this bank building. As you look over to the tallest, by just a few meters taller, you see that there are individuals on this rooftop, and you could swear that it looks like Darkwing. And they are dressed like Darkwing. They are even moving to some degree like Darkwing. But there's more than one. You know that Darkwing is dead. You know that the second Darkwing has been missing. No one is exactly sure. You've heard some scuttlebutt that he might be, working with the GDA, but no one knows where he is either. And that's one of the reasons that the MidKnights have tried to do what you can to keep the streets of Midnight City safe in Darkwing's absence. So this is really confusing to you. But you also see that they have someone, it is a man that looks like he is holding up a mobile phone, maybe filming. He's yelling some things that you can't quite make out. It looks like they are threatening him and kind of cornering him and trying to get closer. We're going to draw initiative.
All right.
All right, here we go. It's the order is going to be Shortcut, Trick Taker, the Darkwing lookalikes, and then it's going to be Unpronounceable, our tentacled tethered friend here, and then Siphon is going to bring up the rear for this first round. Shortcut, what do you do?
I want to do unconventional wisdom first because I have that as my character. So I roll intuition, right, which is 4 dice, and I get no 6s.
No 6s. So
No
you kind of ponder for just a second. You're trying to piece together. Okay, do I remember something? That I heard at some. Maybe not. Like you can't quite piece it together. But you do know that it is very odd that you would see these Darkwing. It has to be lookalikes, right? Because the one's dead and the other is gone. But you can't really make out more than that.
Okay. I'm gonna teleport because I can move 2 zones. For my teleport. So I'll go past L and into K so that I'm kind of on the building next to them. So I'm a little
So you're going to go, you want to be here-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so I can get closer.
All right. So you get there.
And then can I do anything else here, or are those my 2 actions? Because I did the unconventional wisdom.
No, unconventional wisdom is not an action. That's just a gut check at the beginning of any kind of encounter like this. You have teleported, which is your quick action. You still have a full action. Now, if you teleport, a little further, like if you wanted to come here, you could attack. But either way, you have a full action left here.
I'll teleport a little bit further and I'll attack the first Darkwing that is on the edge there.
As you teleport, describe your teleportation. Like, how does this work?
It like you see reality sort of like bending. A little bit of a like greenish glow. Yeah.
But I've heard a rumor about the sword and how it plays a part into this.
Right.
And how does that work?
Since the sword anchors me, I have to kind of like toss the sword as I let go of it. We both kind of phase out, and then we can phase back in somewhere else.
All right, and so
the sword as I
you take your sword, you hurl it from the building you were at, and the sword just spirals end over end, and then you appear grabbing onto the sword once again, and then you make this attack. As you do, as you appear out of nowhere, the Darkwing lookalike turns and very surprised by you showing up like this. Make that attack roll.
Got it.
He does not get to dodge because he was not aware of you.
I have 3 6s and
3
1
6s. Wow. Okay. So you are definitely successful. You can deal damage here, your base slugfest damage, but you also could do up to 2 different stunts. Would you like to try any of the stunts here?
I'm gonna do. Can I do a knockback stunt to knock him 1 zone and knock him like off of the roof?
You absolutely can. Are you going to try to do a double damage stunt here as well?
Sure. I'll do a double damage and to knock him off of the roof.
All right. So what is that slugfest damage?
So the slugfest. Oh, sorry. My slugfest damage is 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the double damage stunt, that means you will do 8 damage.
Right.
This lookalike is wearing armor, and so the armor is going to reduce a little bit of that. But you absolutely just come full down. Are we trying to kill here?
I'm trying to disable him. I'm trying to fully
Okay.
make.
So we'll say you hit with the flat of the blade here.
Sure.
But because otherwise this is going to really get him in a bad way. So as you do this, you slice down, turning the sword at the last moment, smack this lookalike, and as you do, a Wilhelm scream lets out and just yeets off this building. So you don't see what happens, but the lookalike just goes flying, ragdolls off this building, and you don't know what happens after that. But you have knocked it back successfully. That's everything for your turn. Trick Taker, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm like kind of getting pumped up. I go up to the edge of this and I realize I can't make this jump onto the next rooftop. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the ladder and step down. I'm going to go into the alleyway of L. And because that's my quick action. And then I'm going to spend my full action to do a bit of sorcery and prepare blast if I can. So
okay.
I get to roll for presence.
Yep.
And it's just not quite working yet. So
okay,
not something that worked out for me. Blast is a new spell for me. I haven't been doing that one very long, but I figured I was in a safe spot, so I wanted to give it a try. You
didn't hold your tongue quite right, as the hand movements were going out, and
actually,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna push it.
Are you gonna push it?
Yeah, it's a little
early. You
can
push it.
You know what? I'm going to. I have no ones right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and push it.
Okay, push it.
Okay, I got 2 6s and 1 1. However, every time I do sorcery, I have a stress, so that will be 2 points of stress total.
Yeah.
But I did get my 2 successes. So, which with sorcery, it's still just a success, right?
That is correct.
Sorcery.
You could potentially do a stun if we could come up with something interesting there. But either way, now you can use the blast power for a few minutes.
Yep, I've got some purple energy kind of forming around my fist that I'm ready to start shooting out at people. But
and just for clarity, are you on the top of these stairs right here, or did you try to go down into the street level here?
I couldn't jump 2 zones, so I just went down, and I'm taking the long way, and then I'll climb back up onto zone K.
Okay, so you're headed toward K, though.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Understood. All right. Perfect. All right. So then next is these individuals, these lookalikes, we will call them for now, they turn quickly and see that one of their allies has just been hurled off this building after screaming in agony. And so you see that one of them kind of turns and regards you, Shortcut, and you can tell that they're sizing you up for just one moment. But then you see that they basically do essentially like a backflip and a roll, but as they do, they let out a blast at you that it looks like for just a moment that they've grabbed something out of some pouches on their belt, and for just a split second, it looks like this could be Darkwing, until you realize that what they've just brandished is an actual gun, and it shoots at you with a gun. And got 1 success there, and that is going to. Do you have any armor?
I don't have any armor. Can I do my quick teleport and take 1 point of stress to dodge this?
You took your quick action already for this round, so
sure.
you don't have that available. But let's just be sure. Do you have the protection power?
I don't have protection. I have deflection as one of my abilities.
Okay, understood. I thought that you had some protection, wearing some armor there, but we'll look at that later, and if that's the case, we'll make some edits there. But if you don't have any armor, then that is going to deal 3 points of damage as you essentially you get ready and you try to deflect it. But you're just a little late, and it clips you in the shoulder. Looks like just barely a graze, but that deals 3 points of damage to you. What is your health at now?
I'm at 7 now.
Okay. All right. So another of these lookalikes, you see another one runs towards this individual in the center here. You hear the individual, "Hey, no. And you basically see this individual take their phone and literally is like looking around, and you see that they chunk their phone off into this zone K over here. So trying to toss it down into this other rooftop, but you see that this lookalike takes this individual, grabs them, and starts to make their way down the building. It looks like they just jump off this building right here, and you don't see anything else after they jump off the building. All right, this one is going to move up here again, and again moving like Darkwing. Like, where are they getting this training? Are they just watching old kung fu movies, or is there something deeper going on here? But you see that they pull out 2 guns and unload again in your direction here.
Oh my God, shortcut. I need to go, my friend.
God, what's going on up there?
All right, and so
Guys, they have guns.
This one fires off both the guns after being a little shocked by that first one. This time they miss, though. You're more ready, and essentially as you're standing on the top of kind of the retainer wall here on the top of this building, you actually just take one little step down to move out of the way, and it misses you just enough. You're on the rooftop there, but that one misses you, and then this one moves, and this is a little this entire section here is a little bit taller than all of it, and so as this one moves up, sees and you hear them say something that you can't quite make out first, but it's something like the word monster you hear, and then you see that they raise up pistols as well and fire off shots here towards unpronounceable, which is what we are currently calling the character formerly known as Nothing. So they take these shots at you. Do you have any armor?
So I don't have any armor, but I have deflection. So I can actually block shooting attacks with either my hand cannon gun, or I can just form or attempt to form a pretty sturdy wall with my free arm tentacles.
Are you going to try to do that? Are you going to try to block?
Yes, so I can use that with my fighting. So I get to deflect with 8 dice.
Okay, let's see if it works.
7, 8.
I'm just going to go ahead and let you know 2 successes here. They got 2 successes.
Yeah, I was not ready for that. I was worried about shortcut, and I was kind of looking down to see what Trick Taker was doing, and I was not able to act quickly enough.
All right, so this rings out again, taken by surprise, yelled something very, very offensive that there's a monster over there, shoots off, and they're going to use the double damage stunt here, and this is going to deal 6 points of damage.
Okay.
What is your health at?
So
this
I am down. First of all, I didn't do shit to these people, okay? I was just standing around waiting my turn, and I'm already down.
You don't look like a human. The mask is not helping. You still look like a monster.
I'm trying to fit in. You guys made me look like a human with all these limbs and stuff, but it's not enough. I'm down to 4 health out of 10.
Okay. All right. So you get tagged there. And then finally there's one other, and you all don't see what this one does, but kind of moves off into this corner here somewhere. All right. It is now unpronounceable. Your turn.
So I also have unconventional wisdom, which is a free intuition roll. So I would roll 4 die.
Let's see if you know anything.
Figure something. Yeah. I got 1 6.
Okay.
Hey, Noodles. What are these things? Are they? They're definitely not Darkwing. We know that they're not Darkwing. Are they vampires? They kind of look like vampires. We should stake these motherfuckers.
Are you talking about from Blade, like the movie Blade with Wesley Snipes?
No one's talking about Blade noodles. All right, we're in a mission right here. We'll watch Blade later.
I don't
And
know
it's
if I
gonna
know
be
what
Everybody's
they
talking
are.
about movies. What is happening?
Okay,
Guys,
all
gotta
right.
be
So
Blade
here's
too.
what I figured out. Here's what I figured out.
Yeah, you figure out that again, obviously these individuals are dressing up like Darkwing. You can tell very easily though that their tactics are nothing like Darkwing's. And you see that they are all moving like people that have been trained in some of your favorite movies that you've seen. One that you recently saw where this complete and total asshole was behind enemy lines and these people came to get him and he like refused to go back and like he basically put everybody's lives in danger, and it was like they had to protect him and force him to come back. You saw this other one where they were down in these trenches and basically all of these soldier people, these people are moving very much so like all of those people, but it does seem like they're moving a little bit better because people have told you that actors aren't quite as good as the real thing.
So have you guys seen that movie, Saving Private Ryan? These people are reminding me of those types of soldiers, all in the green. I can't figure out if it's more like the Nazis or if it's like the Americans, but they're all kind of the same to me. But that's what I'm getting from them. So they seem like trained military.
Yep. All right. So unpronounceable, that was free. What do you do with your other actions?
So I think
well, you already used your quick.
Deflection would be deflection would be. So I have one full action left.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to. Now this guy that attacked me, that shot me.
Mm-hmm.
What zone is he in technically right now? Is he
technically
K?
an O. He's an O. Technically,
He's an O. One,
Yeah.
2. So I'm gonna actually try to use my blast to my cannon because I can't. If I use my elongated stride to get over to K, I don't have any defenses. I'm only down to 4 health. So I'm gonna see if I can. I'm pretty mad at him. So, just like Clint Eastwood, I'm gonna pull my hand cannon out, and I'm gonna try to hit him using agility. So it's a base damage of 3, and my range is 3 zones, so I can hit this guy. My agility is 6 die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am having an off day. So
you can push if you'd like to.
You know what? I will push. I do have 1/1, so that 1 stays. Is that right?
It will. Yes.
That's how that works.
And then
so
pick
I get
up
to
all the
reroll-
rest. Yes.
So I get to reroll 5. And I got another 1 and no 6s. So my resolve goes from 6 to 4.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So you take your hand blaster, and at the last moment you feel like it's not quite calibrated right, and you try to calibrate it just a little bit, and you wonder if those GDA scientists are like trying to sabotage you, and as you do, you fire it off. And you see that this Darkwing literally just like kind of drops to the deck. And again, you remember that that's just what they did in that movie. And they just drop to the deck, and it completely misses them. That is all for you, Unpronounceable Siphon. It is your turn.
All right, I need to get on the battlefield, away from them. I need to get high though. So I want to get
places that are higher
point,
right? You're at a fairly high. You can definitely move within this zone to get on top of this signal transmitter kind of thing. Looks sturdy enough to hold your weight. And then here, zone N is definitely a little bit higher than the rest of this. And then where this other lookalike is, this entire area is the highest point in the immediate vicinity.
Okay. I'll stay within my zone then. Or
okay.
I'll go to the one on the
there?
Yep, that one.
Okay.
And I'll start with a major blast.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make that roll.
If I'm doing a boost, do I tell you now?
It depends on which boost. Which one are you thinking you might
So
use?
if I'm successful and I have more than 1 6, I'd like to do trick shot. I'm sorry, that's
Okay.
a stunt.
Yeah. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. So make that roll. I don't need to know any of that ahead of time.
I won't be doing trick shot. I only got 1 6.
Okay, 1 6. You can push it.
Do you have any ones? Did you?
I don't have any
ones?
ones. Nope.
You should push it because
Yeah, I
I'm,
will.
I'm,
Take
I'm
all
pretty
of
mad,
them.
dude.
Yeah. Take
this
all of
just
them
your
that
normal
weren't a
blast?
6 or 1. Yeah.
I was unsuccessful.
Okay.
5
but
die twice.
But you did hit.
I did get 1.
So you hit that, and what is the damage on your blast?
4.
Okay. So describe how you're attacking. What kind of blast do you have?
I am doing.
Tell the folks at home what weapon you use. Is the main thing I'm asking here.
I take an arrow from my back, and I shoot my cursed arrows at one of the Darkwing imposters.
All right. So you let go of the arrow, and it strikes. Which one are you firing at again?
I'm firing at the
bastard who shot me.
the one that
This one?
shot shot Noodles.
All right. So as you do that, you're almost essentially just like, on the same level as this person where they are on that. You're slightly higher. But as you let go of the arrow, it strikes just completely. They had gone down to the ground to avoid the blast from Unpronounceable, and you see that with pretty good reflexes, they jump back up, kind of squatting at this point, and you just square in the chest, just hit right in the chest with your arrow. You notice that the arrow, it's almost, you can tell because you've done this so much, that the sound isn't quite like the best hit, and that means that they're wearing some kind of body armor, right? So they're wearing some body armor, but the arrow does get through the armor, and that lookalike kind of howls out in pain, and you know that you definitely winged them, but yeah. So let me make that adjustment there. So you definitely winged them, and yeah, you've hit there, and it is now that's the end of the round. That is everybody. Anything else? Are you doing anything with a quick action?
That was what I was going to ask. Moving from that zone to
within the zone, I'm going to say that this isn't that tall, so I'm going to say that you were able to get up there fine.
Okay, without a quick action.
Yeah, without a quick action. Yeah.
So with it being the end of the round, that would just refresh anyway, so he should use it, right?
If there's anything, you
probably.
do.
If there's anything he can do, sure.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll move to an adjacent zone then. Maybe I will get up to that next one.
Okay. So are you trying to get to K over here or M?
I'm trying to get to M.
Okay. All right,
that
so we're
like the top there, right? Am
Yep.
I able to get there?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
All right. Is that it? Okay.
Yes.
So we got there, and we're back up at the top. We drew initiative again, and Unpronounceable, it's your turn.
Oh, thank God. All right. So I'm gonna unleash some hell, but before I do, I'm gonna do another intuition roll, if that's okay. If there's more to learn on these guys,
No,
is there?
only can do it at the beginning of an encounter.
Okay.
So
all right.
it's just that's what you know at the beginning of an encounter.
All right. Sorry, it's
And
just
then,
that my tethers are tingling, so I know that there's more afoot here. So
there's something, yes.
yeah, there's something afoot. All right, so I am going to use. Man, you know what? I'm going to use elongated stride and I'm going to get into K.
Okay.
And I would like to get right up against that guy who has an arrow sticking out of his chest.
Yep.
And
you basically, so you're tether tentacles, whatever they are, kind of extend a little bit. There's some squelching, but essentially you're just, kind of Doc Ock style mixed with venom. It's like you're just kind of moving yourself, over there. Each time that the tentacle kind of releases, there's a little bit of almost like a suction sound, but you get over there.
Awesome. Yeah. So, and then I do you guys think that I should target this guy, or am I just gonna try to keep my quick action? Because
Ooh, can
oh wait, do we know what
Adam,
the rest
are you
of the
allowed to
initiative
tell
is?
us what? Are you allowed to tell us the whole initiative?
Oh yes, sorry. You would know that. For everyone at home, normally you would draw this with cards, but we're playing remotely here, so it's not quite as fun. But we're just randomizing that draw here. But yeah, unpronounceables first. Shortcut is next. Siphon is after that. Then it is them, and then Trick Taker is taking up the rear this time.
Okay, I'm gonna need some backup then, guys, if I'm not gonna have any actions left, because I only have 4 health. So, I mean, I'm gonna go just against my gut instinct, and I'm gonna attack this guy just because my natural instinct of needing to take out the person who tried to kill me is taking over.
They got guns. They shot both of us. We can take them out.
So I am gonna do a attack.
Okay.
So that would be a fighting attack of roll.
Yep. Are you just trying to smash, maim this time? Or are you trying to grab them? What are you doing?
Sorry, Game Master, to go back, I actually do have, as part of my elongation, I have a boost of plasticity, and that is an armor of 3.
Yeah, it is. So, so that means add 3 points to your health.
Okay, so I'm actually at 7. Sorry about that, guys. I'm still learning my powers here as a superhero.
Yeah, all good.
All right, so I am going to attack him, but I do want to grapple him as well, so I can make sure that I can. And as I do a grapple attack, I can actually try to grapple the 3 guys who are closest to me, I believe.
Yeah, you can.
So there's that guy there. Yep, that guy, and then also that guy. So do I have to roll for fighting first to see if I succeed?
Yes, because each of them can try to block.
7, 8. All right, so I roll 8 die for fighting, and then grapple.
I think you're going to add 5 more dice here.
5 more dice. All right. 1, 2, 3.
You're very good at grabbing things.
5.
Nice.
That's like my.
That's what you do.
That's my jam. That's my jam.
The grabber.
All right. Oh. So I got 1, 2. So I did get 2 successes and no ones.
All right, perfect. Just again, like, definitely good to keep up with ones, but just a quick note: if you're successful and if you're not pushing, then it doesn't matter how many ones you get. Okay, so just like I want everybody to be able to take a breath when you roll. If you see successes, that's great. Okay, and it does not matter how many ones you have out there, unless you want more successes. So if you get really greedy, then the amount of ones matter at that point.
I am going to get greedy.
Oh, okay. You're going to try to push?
I am going to push. So I'm going to push, and that means that I'm going to roll all these other ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, keep your 6s and keep your 1.
11. So I'm rolling 11 die.
Okay.
Jesus.
And I get 3 more successes for a total of 5 6s. And unfortunately, I got 3 1s as well.
Okay.
So that means that I lose 4 resolve.
That is.
I pushed 1, and then I got 3 1s.
After you pushed, how many total ones were there?
Only
just 3. Yeah. So reduce your resolve by 3. Yes.
Pushing
you take
itself
3
doesn't
points of
get you
stress.
Okay. Got it.
That's right.
All right. So I have 1 resolve. So I have a total of 5 successes here.
Yep. None of them were able. They all tried to block that, actually, and none of them succeeded with that. And then all of them at this point cannot move or perform any actions requiring body movement. So that would be slugfest or shooting attacks, except trying to break free. So basically, when it's their turn, they can, try to break free from you.
But I get, with my extra limbs, I get 2 extra dice to my strength when they try that. So I would be rolling 7 when they try to escape.
Yep, definitely. And then it also takes them, a quick action to try to do that on their turn. And then basically, you do not get any actual damage for this. But while you have them held, the next time it's your turn, you can attack them while they're held.
Okay.
Just as an FYI. But you have essentially wrapped them up in your bubblegum, tethers here. And they are wrapped up, and they are unable to do anything else other than try to break free, at this point. So all of those.
So with the other 4 6s that I got, are those? Can I do stunts with those?
You can definitely do stunts. We just need to see what makes sense here.
Okay.
What would you like to try?
One of the stunts is bang heads. You slam your target into additional opponent in the same zone. You may choose this stunt multiple times. Each target suffers your slugfest damage, and any further stunts are applied to each target separately.
I will definitely allow it in this case. Yes.
So out of anger and frustration, I now when I bang heads, because I have 4 of these, can I do this multiple times? So I could do it 4 times.
You can only apply each stunt once against the same target. So it sounds like since you've got 3 here, you can bang heads twice. Okay. Well, wait, I'm doing math badly there. There are 3, right? So
bang heads,
you can bang head, but we're going to say that the target is the primary. So I'm going to actually allow you to do this 3 times.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So basically you're picking a primary to bang with another, right? And then you're going to bang 3 times.
This reminds me of American Pie, that movie I just watched a couple days ago, with all these sexual innuendos that you humans love to use these words like bang. I don't really understand it. We don't really have a sexual term where I'm from. So I'm gonna bang heads with the primary and the guy who's north. Yep, I'm gonna do the northern guy first.
What we're going to do here to sidestep this a little bit is I'm saying that you had 4 extra successes, right?
Yes, correct.
We will allow you to basically apply your slugfest damage to all 3 targets here.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
So that would be that would be 4.
4. Okay.
4 each.
So so you take those tethers and you slam them essentially, like we'll say, to make this look better, you're essentially like constricting. So it's like you've grabbed them all, and then I'm even going to say that they almost like move, like that you just pull them together. I
think what I do first is I actually shoot them out as far as I can, and then with kinetic energy, and I try to bring them in as fast as I can.
Yeah, they smack together. They all take that damage. You do notice that, especially since you're up close here, and since you can even feel it with these tentacles, they do have body armor. It looks like they're wearing hockey pads and a variety of other things, right? And so as this comes together, they slam into each other, and there's just oomphs. As you definitely hurt them, and they're dazed at this point. All right, that's it for your turn. Unpronounceable shortcut. It's going to be your turn.
All right, I'm still in this zone with that one other that is in the zone with me. So I'm going to strike him.
Okay.
And I to clarify too, last time I did 8 for the strike because that's my fighting. But my signature item, I forgot, does say +2 dice to fighting. And
you absolutely if you're using that sword, you should add that +2 for sure.
So
so you're attacking this one, is that right?
Yeah, I'm going to attack that one since he's still a threat and not bound. Doing my 10. I have 1 success.
Okay, you hit. What is that slugfest damage?
Slugfest damage is 4.
Okay, so that is do a few updates here. Okay, so again, you slice down, you cut through some hockey pads, and it definitely looks like you breached the armor, and you've drawn some blood, and a look of worried concern crosses their face for sure. Anything else?
I think I'm going to save my quick action so that I can try and deflect if they decide to pull a gun on me again.
All right. Siphon, your turn.
All right. May need a little help with this one. I think I know though. All right. So I just injured the one that was affecting Noodles, and I hear something in the distance, and I look over, and in the zone next to me, I see one of these Darkwing imposters kind of all by himself, and he's looking at all the action away from me. So I'm going to put my hood up, indicating that it's time to go into stealth mode, and I'm going to move over one adjacent, and I'm going to sneak up behind him and do a stealth attack.
Okay. One other time, trying to go to this one. Is that where we're trying to get?
Sorry, I don't see the. Yes, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're coming here. So just this is a building here, and you're going to be coming down to street level. Is what's going on here.
Kicked that guy off the roof, or knocked him off.
That guy got kicked off the roof. However, this is what I'm going to give you. Since you've said that you've moved here, I'm going to say that you actually do see that this person is still alive and literally hanging by a thread right now. Like, it looks like they have some type of grappling device, maybe. They have wrapped it around a fire escape that's going down through here. And it looks like they are hanging there, trying to get themselves up to the fire escape to possibly, continue an escape. But right now they're just dangling there. So it's not something that you can probably get to them close, but you can absolutely get a bead on them as they're dangling there, relatively defenseless.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go into stealth mode. But I see him with, like, from where I'm at, from my zone, I see him hanging there by a string, and then I take an arrow from my back, and I pull it, and before I do, I say, "Hey, you know what the difference is between me and you?" And then very faintly from the other side of the map, I hear Noodle say,
"I'm not wearing hockey pads."
And then I let the arrow fly, and then it hits the string, or hopefully hits the string.
Oh, hits the string. Okay, got it. All right, make that attack roll.
So my attack roll is fighting, right? Yes.
Yes. No. Attack roll is agility for you. With you're shooting with the bow, right? Yeah. Agility. Yep. Yes.
There's more at stake here because of the quips, by the way. This better be successful.
I have 3 6s.
Oh, okay. So we're going, typically, firing a bow against a moving grapple cable is a very difficult shot. Like, I've done some amateur archery, and I'm telling you, it is very hard to do that. But with 3 successes here, we're going to say that you spend some stunts and you get a bead on it, arrow flies true, severs that cable, and there's a thud at the bottom of the ground, and this individual is already hurt pretty badly, and it looks like if they are not instantly dead, they are dying any minute here. They slam into the ground on the street below. You actually hear, as you do this, kind of off to the side here, you hear some startled kind of cries, like as that happens, and you see some people who look like they've been living on the street kind of just hustle out of there and start grabbing their belongings and try to get away from whatever is happening here. All right. Anything else?
I didn't use a quick, right?
I don't think so. No.
I'll I guess I'll hold on to it for now. Or well, I'd like to get back into the fight. Can I just climb up to that building?
We'll say you can try to jump that. It's not that far.
Okay. So what is that? Agility?
I'm gonna let you have that. That I mean, like, you know,
okay.
Back when I played basketball, I feel like I could do that.
I thought it was.
Am I able to get?
I'm sure I could. You're a superhero. Surely you could do that. So we're gonna say you can get over there. Yeah.
Am I able to get on top of that, like where I'm
Don't
at?
get greedy. Don't get,
All right,
no,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
all
No,
right.
we can. I'll allow.
Hey, I'm an
yes,
archer, man. I got to be in the shadows.
You can get up there. All right, and that's all of your actions, and then they get to act. Now at this point, and I actually think I got that initiative order wrong, but it's okay. They're getting pummeled.
No, I think
right
that was
now.
right.
Was it right? I
think
thought.
that's
Oh
what you
yeah,
said.
yeah. You're right because Trick Taker is taking up the rear. Yeah, that's right. So these three that are grappled are trying to break free. So opposed strength, add +2 to that, unpronounceable.
So that would be a roll of 7. And I have no successes.
Oh, nice. So one of them is actually able to break free, and I'm going to randomly choose this one, is able to break free as a quick action. And then they are going to, as their full action, you see that they literally just jump up from where they are. They kind of let out a and they look terrified of you. You see that they run, take a step just completely in stride off of this, and they do a swan dive over the side of this building. It looks very graceful for somebody that's wearing hockey pads, but jumps down between the buildings there. And then at this point, where everybody is aware, there is no one who has a vantage point on what's going on right here. And so these individuals are not necessarily in that spot, but you don't know where they are. So I'm just leaving them there for now. Okay. Same thing here. Like after they went off the building, you can make some assumptions, but you don't know necessarily where they are. Okay. Yeah. And then other than that, this one in front of Shortcut is going to you see that they have their gun in one hand, but just super quick they also pull up what looks like some kind of baton, but you see instantly that it's got some kind of electricity to the baton, and they're going to try to attack you. Do you want to do you have anything left?
I still have my quick action, so I should be able to. So it's not a shooting attack, right? Because that would be
it's a slugfest. It would be block.
Okay. I can also do quick teleport to just get out of range of it. Then
you could, if you...
and I'll take 1 point of stress.
Okay, is that what you do?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do a quick
Where do you
teleport, kind of out back into K.
Great idea.
Okay.
That's where that phone is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta pick that up.
All right.
So now my
and so
down to 5 instead of 6.
So as this happens, again they bring up the baton. It starts to, and they take it and they get ready to swing through with the baton. And as they do, you basically take your sword, spin it, throw it over your shoulder, and they swing into nothingness as you disappear, and then you reappear completely where the sword is, back in that other zone. All right, that is all for them.
Meanwhile, I was climbing up the side of this building.
Yes.
It was too big of a jump for me. I just couldn't make it, guys.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm out of breath. I'm good.
Did you see Siphon jump though?
I didn't know. So I'm here. I got some like pink energy or purple energy, whatever, glowing from my hands. I'm ready. I can shoot at. I see that Laffy Taffy's got some guys all bound up, so I'm not concerned with those two. So I'm gonna go after the one that just took a swing at Shortcut there. So I'm gonna do a blast attack.
Okay, let's do it.
My agility, which is 5. Oh, guys, I don't know. Like I said, this one I'm not very good at this spell. So yeah, that didn't work. So
okay. So
I've been practicing blast, but it's just not coming to me naturally. So
all right, the magical energy dashes out from your extended hand, but misses. It's almost like the person after they swung at Shortcut and are surprised that disappeared, that they were off balance, and they moved right as you went to shoot. Bad timing.
All set.
All right. Okay, so back up a new round. We're gonna hold on one second. That's the old one. Let me take the new one here. Siphon, it is your turn.
What's the full order?
Oh yeah, Siphon, them, Shortcut, Trick Taker, Unpronounceable.
Oh boy.
Okay, Siphon, your turn.
All right, so I am going to attack.
Siphon, before you make a decision, I look over at you and I say, I don't know how much longer I can hold this. Which is obviously a we just watched it the other day, remember, in the movie theater? You wanted me to watch your favorite movie. What is that called? Terminator 2?
Not exactly my favorite movie, but yeah, Judgment Day. That was a good
one.
one.
Is that the one that upset Shortcut so much? Guys, you really got to stop watching that around him.
It's not realistic for the first thing, okay? The robots from the future are very different than that. They don't turn into liquid.
Don't ruin it for us, Shortcut.
All right, Siphon, what are you doing?
Siphon, again, pulls a cursed arrow from his back, and pulls his arrow back and shoots toward one of the ones that is on Noodles.
Okay, got it. So this first one here, you can barely make out them like kind of dangling here in the tentacles.
Okay,
make that attack roll.
If I'm doing a boost, do I tell you now?
Which boost?
It is the Deadly Blast.
You don't have to. That Deadly Blast Deadly Blast allows you to use the Deadly Hit stunt. So you will have to roll more than 1/6, but if you do, that boost just unlocks that stunt for you to impose a critical injury without even downing them.
So for that one, I don't need to even mention it unless I roll more than 1/6.
That's right. Unless you want to use that stunt, it passively unlocks that stunt for you.
Well, Noodles, you're gonna have to hold on a little bit longer because I missed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you fire the arrow, and again, just a sliver of this look-alike was kind of out across this little tower here. It was a long shot, and it was too long. Didn't quite hit that. Anything else? Saving your quick action?
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
Okay. All right. It is their turn. Those two are going to try to break out again. So another opposed strength roll, unpronounceable.
So I am rolling 5 plus my 2, 7 for a total of 7. And I got 1/6.
Okay. They are not able to break out. And they are at this point they almost start like begging, but you to let them go, but you can't quite make it out because there's like bubble gum, kind of gumming up the works, and they can't even really speak at the moment. But they cannot make it out. And the only other thing, this one here, similarly tries to run down this way, but they only make it about this far, but it looks like they are trying to also get off this building. But you do see that they pull out something that you can't quite make it out, but it looks like a communicator of some sort. It looks like they're saying something to someone as they're running. And then last thing you hear when it's their turn, you hear what might be the voice that you heard kind of definitely antagonistic with these lookalikes at the start, the captive that they had. You hear what could be them scream in the street level below. All right. It is now Shortcut, your turn.
Does anybody have eyes on the civilian?
I do not.
I'm just trying to hold on to these two guys.
He's close by. I can see him.
Okay. So we just have those two guys, and then the one that's off in the corner, right?
Mhm.
Just the one that we.
Oh
can
yeah,
see.
let me go ahead and we are going to find this one. And whoops, wrong one. Of course, I'm gonna just have to go through here. There we go. That one is dead. That one is wiped off up there in Zone V. And then yeah, this is all that you have left here now.
So I
What do
think
you
I
do?
should go back into Zone O.
Okay.
I'll head back in to strike that last one.
Okay.
With my sword. So I'm gonna roll for strike. I have 1 success.
Okay. And that deals 4. Is that right?
Yeah, 4.
Okay. How do you take down?
I'll teleport. I'll like kind of as I'm going over there, throw my sword so I sort of appear behind him, teleport through him, and then kind of stab him through the shoulder.
Okay. All right. As you stab him through the shoulder, you see whatever this device he was holding. He, lets go of it out of surprise, and it falls down off the building to the street below. But this one is definitely down and broken here, bleeding out at this stage, but alive for now. Anything else, Shortcut?
I think I'll save because would my quick action have been to move into O, and then that was a full action?
It would.
So I
It
don't
would
have my
be.
quick action. Okay.
Yep.
So
That's it.
no, I'm good.
Okay. And then it is Trip Taker. Your turn.
Can I? Would it be a short action for me to kind of walk towards unpronounceable and while I'm looking around on the ground and pick up the phone?
We'll say that's a quick action. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab that phone, pocket it for now.
I was gonna do that, but I knew that you would do it. You know, I needed
Thanks,
to take
Shortcut.
care of the guy over there.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Laffy Taffy, how you doing on health there, buddy?
I'm at 7 health. I'm pretty sure that I'm okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do one more blast attempt at one of the guys that he's holding.
He's holding. Okay. Got it.
Yep. Oops. Yeah, I don't know why I'm trying that. I'm just not good at blast. I really got to stop trying that power.
All right.
As that purple energy kind of just fizzes away, I frustratingly just kind of shake it off, and I'm giving up on that spell. I will practice it elsewhere, and in the meantime, I'm going to try a different one next.
All right. Okay. It is unpronounceable. Your turn.
So I am going to just try to eliminate these foes in front of me by rolling for a fighting attack, and I get 2 extra dice because I'm doing a attack while grappling, and then I get 3 extra for my stretch grapple, so that's an extra 5 to my 8 again.
Okay. Let's do it.
2, 3, 4, 5.
The grabber.
8, 2, 3,
Grab
4, 5.
man.
Sorry, guys. I'm still working out this whole math thing you guys have. Numbers aren't really important where I'm from. And I get one success.
Okay. So as you do this, you don't want to push it.
I only have 1 resolve left. But
Hmm.
and I had
I mean, it's kind of like,
I had 2 ones. You know what? I'll push it. I might as well.
running
I might as
the
well,
gas out of the lawnmower before the winter, like
right? That's true. I probably should do that. That's your 6th analogy, by the way.
there
We're
you
keeping
go.
track.
I did it just for you.
Why we would be drunk if this was a drinking game.
I
All
tried
right,
to
so
talk
I
him into
have
that.
2 ones, 1 success. So if I push it, my resolve is going to be 0, and I
Yep.
have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 die that I'm rolling to try to do a little bit extra here.
I really hope you get at least 1 more. I'm rooting for you.
I got 1 more. Oh no, I got 2 more. I got 2 more.
All right.
Nice.
So, how do you end these people?
Instead of like trying to, I want to see how strong those hockey pads are. Really.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna constrict them, and I'm gonna see if they have anything to say before they pop.
Okay. They say, at first they say, but then like you move a tentacle just a little
tethers,
bit.
Yep.
And they're like, no, wait a minute. He just paid us. He paid us. Like we don't want to. And then it's over with. And the tentacles like ribbons, and there are pieces, and they fall down, and honestly, if there was anybody else that on their side up here on top of the roof, they would vomit probably, but it is a grisly sight, as they just completely fall apart, almost like Legos that just got...
So as this happens, I'm really happy with myself, and I look back over my shoulder at Trick Taker, and I want to see. So with my tethers, I make a little smile on my face to see if he's happy with what I had done, and I inquisitively wait for his reaction, which is what?
I'm just throwing up.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I was going to give you a presence roll, but no, we're just throwing up.
No, you said ribbons. I mean, There's nothing stopping it.
All right. So, unpronounceable. That was your turn. That is anything else? Because technically, that was you still have a quick action.
So I do have a quick action. So I think I will jump and use my tethers. So I shake off the blood.
Okay.
And I grab the corner of the building to get to zone Q. So that's where I want to be.
Okay.
To see what dropped over the edge. Or was it an S that it dropped?
It would have been S barely, but let's see. Can you make it
That's
far?
2 zones.
I'm gonna say that you could see it from Q here.
Okay. All right. So that's where I'll end my turn then, right there.
Okay. All right. As you come down, first of all, you do not see this individual. Like you don't see them anywhere as you come down.
Escaped.
But you do, as you see some shattered electronics. 5 feet away. Looks like it has just been completely busted to pieces. All right. That is that. We're gonna go back to the top here and draw again. So let's see how this goes. Shortcut, it is your turn.
So the 2 that are up on the roof still, they're dead now, right?
Oh yes, they are very
So we're basically alone. We just know that the other ones jumped off. So I'm gonna jump down to T. I'll like throw my sword down there, teleport down to it as it spikes into the ground.
Yep.
To see what I see there.
As you do, as you teleport down here, you immediately see that the individual that was in a bad way, you see that they are lying on the ground. It looks like they've been hurt a little bit, but then you see this look-alike looks relatively unhurt, but they are absolutely fleeing. Like, they think their life is forfeit and they are fleeing like that's the case, right? They are completely hightailing it at this point.
Got it.
That's your quick action. Anything else?
Could he? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go, Bill. What were you thinking?
No. I think I was going to suggest that you were what you were going to say. Go ahead.
Yeah. Can I just talk to the guy and ask if he's okay?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So if it, even if you want to just, step up, he's definitely moving. He's kind of at this point in time getting up to his knees, and he looks up for a second, and he's startled for a moment because he doesn't know, and he's like, oh, good, it's just you. Oh, what a day. All right. We'll move on from your turn for now, just to see. Okay. This is definitely wrapping up at this point in time, so I'm going to go ahead and put a pin. But does anybody Is anybody dedicated to trying to track down the one that you saw fleeing and knew that it was fleeing?
I think that with what they said before I popped them like a gusher, they said he paid us. So I'm a little curious. I think that we need to get a survivor back, in my opinion.
Siphon,
But I'm just
Siphon. Can you like pin his foot to the ground with an arrow or something? Can you?
I can certainly
Yeah,
try.
Siphon's in the only position.
All right. So next after shortcut, it is their turn. So it's going to get a little further away because just hightailing it. But then it's Trick Taker's turn. Are you doing anything specific?
No, if anything, I would check the phone, but that can be later.
Okay, unpronounceable, anything?
I maybe I pick up the broken electronics.
Okay.
And bring, just so I can bring them back to base to maybe do to analyze them.
Siphon, you're in the eagle's nest here. You see the individual fleeing. What are you trying to do? They have gotten pretty far away from you now, but they are barely within your range.
All right. So yeah, I'll do what Shortcut said, and I'll pull an arrow and
all right.
from my,
let's see
from
how
my
it goes.
quiver and 2 6s.
Okay.
And right before I let it go, I say, "Hey, dude, dark alleys are my thing." And it hits
All right.
his pant leg to the ground.
Okay. I'm going to allow that only because you got the extra stunt. Most of the time you can't hit something but we're going to say that this is a trick shot. Okay. And you're able to pin and immobilize by using that extra success as a stunt. All right. So as that happens, the arrow flies out. Hey! It looks like they're trying to get their pants off, but they have too many damn hockey pads, and they're trying to unstrap hockey pads, like they can't even get to their pants to get them off, right? And so as this is happening, we're gonna narrate a little bit of this. We're gonna say that Siphon is gonna keep an eye on the fleer. And then, by that point in time, unpronounceable can move pretty quickly to get there. You end up, taking this individual into custody, and we're going to talk a little bit later about what what ends up happening after you take them into custody, because you do eventually drop them off with the makeshift police here after spending a little time with them yourselves first. But that's where we're going to wrap things up here. But at shortcut, as you're down on the street, you see this individual look up to you, said, "Oh, good, it's you." And then as everybody comes back to check on this individual, says, okay, I know who all of you are, but I guess I'll introduce myself. Thanks so much for saving me. I am Kyle Maddox, and I am really big fan of all of yours. All right. And then that's where we're going to wrap things up for today in this scene.
It's always nice to meet a fan, it's cool.
All right. And yeah, thumbs up. Kyle Maddox is who you saved, and you return on the way to the movie theater. We're going to say that you all remember some of the etiquette, and you don't invite Kyle Maddox to come back with you to your secret hideout, right? But before you do that, while you have the captive in tow, Kyle actually is able to tell you quite a bit about what's going on here. Kyle says that he's been trying to track a group of impersonators, Darkwing impersonators, that have been working the streets for at least several weeks. It might have been before that, but he's been aware of it for at least several weeks. That they are basically, essentially just trying to cash in on Darkwing's, especially the second Darkwing's reputation as being deadly. They have been brutally killing criminals all over the place, and they came after him because he was filming them as this was going on, and called and tried to stop them by just capturing their likenesses and trying to dissuade them from doing it. So they caught him filming them, and so then they took him up to that rooftop to do something unsavory to Kyle Maddox. They kept asking him questions about how much he, if he has any backups, if he's caught any, footage of them before, that kind of thing. And then you all showed up and helped him get away from that terrible situation. Kyle also tells you that he is highly interested in making a documentary about Midnight City, and he really wants you all to be the stars of it because you're the first superheroes that he has actually met in person. And so he thinks that he can scratch your back and you can scratch his if you take part in his documentary. All right, that's where we're going to wrap that part up. And then we are going to move, fast forward just a few weeks, not long at all, but we're going to fast forward into, and I'm going to let you all kind of drive this. Do you decide, you have decided to do the documentary? We've talked about that in our, session 0, but you're doing the documentary. Do you allow Kyle Maddox into your hideout to do any of these interviews, or do you want to do this at a different location?
I say different location. We don't know him. We just met him. He could be anybody. He could be anybody.
The idea of having a building that is strictly yours doesn't really compute with me. I don't really understand ownership like that. I just kind of exist where I am, and I go where my team needs me.
Did we
bring? I don't have a problem with it, but did we bring him back? Like he knows where it is?
No. I stopped ahead of that and just said that you wouldn't immediately do that. But on the way, he asked you to be part of the documentary and you agreed to it. And now this is him wanting to interview you for the first time for the documentary. And I'm just asking before we do that, whether that's taking place in your hideout or if you want to find some neutral location for that.
How do we know this guy wasn't working with the Darkwing imposters? How can we trust him that was all set up and that this is all just one ploy to get back to our hideout and find out who we are and what our weaknesses are?
Yeah, but we have such a cool hideout that's perfect for filming a documentary. Like,
it's also true. I also think is it more of a hideout than a base? Like, what do we have? What is he going to take?
Yeah,
it's not even our property. We just found an abandoned thing.
If we do have to leave because he is a supervillain that sends a bunch of people, I don't think I'd be that sad about it.
I think we might.
Noodles. Do you remember when we watched the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Foot Clan discovered where the Ninja Turtles were hiding, and then they came and they kidnapped Splinter? Do you remember that? And they fucked up their entire hideout.
I do. Yeah, that was pretty sad. I didn't like that part. I understand that, but I also think that I instinctively trust this guy with my unconventional wisdom. That it hasn't steered me wrong always, but it does sometimes.
I know it's a risk, but right now, if he's willing to help bring Midnight City, expose what's going on here, then I think we give him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't see the benefit of it rather than meeting it at McDonald's, but that's fine. Just
I think if we put it up for a vote, I have lots of tentacles and tethers, so mine counts for an indefinite amount. So,
all right, and then we cut away as Siphon is understatedly fuming just a little bit that these fools can't see good reason. And then we open here. We're in the theater. This is Kyle says the lighting is best kind of in the lobby near where the concession stand is, but there's also like an arcade in there. Most of the cabinets aren't working. We'll say maybe you got one or two working. Pinball machine does actually work a little bit when you can get reliable power. As that's going on, you're kind of in that lounge area. There are some of those circular couches like seating, and all of you are there. You got to kind of cram in just a little bit where he can get you in the shot. He's brought somebody else in there that has to this point just refused to share their surname, so you just know them as Bill. And so Bill is in there with Kyle that is working a camera here, right? And so as they're working the camera, they're asking you some questions. And so you see, Kyle has the camera trained on him at first, and he just says, "Hello, I'm Kyle, and I'm here with the MidKnights. As we know, and as we have seen, they saved me. This at the time of this filming, this would have been several weeks ago. They saved me, and they have agreed to be here with us in the show. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for saving me."
Yeah,
I'm very happy to be here. These guys were calling me a monster, so if I could try to, as part of my race's pilgrimage, we're trying to evolve past being a quote-unquote monster. So any kind of light you can shed on that would be great. I'm happy to have you here.
For the record, I don't know you. I don't like you. I didn't want you here, and it's too goddamn bright in here.
All right, we'll move on to the first question then. All right, so why Midnight City? So you are the MidKnights. Why Midnight City?
The crime has gotten out of control here. I'm from this city, and Darkwing did what he could, but things weren't getting any better. He was just kind of keeping a status quo, and then he disappeared, killed by Omni-Man, and then his protege shows up, and he just became part of the problem until he disappeared. So nothing is getting done, and the world is forgetting about Midnight City. So we're taking a risk here in letting you in here, but we need, to shine a light on Midnight City.
So speaking of Darkwing, I imagine as heroes that are trying to step into the void that has been left by both Darkwing's disappearance, as you just alluded to, I imagine that there is a legacy that you're kind of stepping into a shadow there. The assailants from the attack that we featured here in this episode, and that happened a few weeks ago to me, my eyewitness account, they were known as the Shadows of Darkwing. What makes the MidKnights different than the Shadows of Darkwing? Their stated intent all over the internet was that they were doing a similar mission to what you just described, that they're trying to make the streets safer. What makes the MidKnights different?
Well, I'll say one thing is, even though there's some disagreement amongst the group sometimes, we're letting you in here to our, humble abode, as you will. And you can see all of our faces and film us right now, whereas clearly the Shadows of Darkwing didn't think that anyone should be filming them, couldn't live with their own actions, and they're using guns and taking people out just, without caution. We're at least being careful going into it, just trying to protect people and willing to show our faces, willing to step into the light and not stay just in the shadows.
As a survivor, like, you were being attacked and just for trying to film them. Yeah. And we were a group of heroes that were coming to see what was going on, and we were immediately attacked by them. And, I'm still recovering from some gunshot wounds when I didn't even do anything. Yeah, I was just standing over there. So I think that we have the bigger picture. Like, we're trying to do good all the time and aren't so quick to just shoot a gun at someone we don't know what's going on. Obviously, we saw you in trouble, and they were causing that trouble.
And again, as an aside, not part of this interview, but I am eternally grateful for you helping me out there. I have it really keeps me up at night thinking about what could have happened if you didn't show up on time, regardless of what is being said about you on the internet. And so referring to that, with the name MidKnights, there are people that poke fun at that on the internet, with the mid term there, that you were just mid. How did you come up with
that? I don't understand that slang.
I also don't understand that.
I don't know what,
and we kind of
I don't
look
know
like
who came
what
up
you
with
call
that, but
knights, because I have a sword, he has a bow and arrow. What does mid mean though?
It's a term that Generation Z. I don't know if all of you are. We'll dig into this in future interviews for sure. But one of the younger generations alive today, they use the term frequently, and it is intended to mean something along the lines of mediocre. So the mediocre knights.
It seems rude.
It seems like nowadays you have to be like completely overpowered to get any recognition. Like you have to be like invincible or immortal or something to get any kind of recognition. But we don't care about what other people think. We're out there trying to save people, and that's what we did for you. We saw you were in trouble. We stepped in, and that's what we're going to continue to do, whether we're mid or MidKnights.
Excellent.
I'm still learning English. There's still a lot of nouns and pronouns that I don't quite understand. So to me, it's just a name, and I don't even have really a name that you guys understand. So I don't really care either way. I'm just happy that we were able to save you, and your testimony will apparently help this Gen Z understand that being mid isn't so bad.
So you mentioned so Siphon. We're going to make sure we use our code names here. Siphon, you mentioned Invincible and some of the other Guardians of the Globe there. The recent attack by we all know someone called Conquest just completely decimated several places on the planet here. How do you feel? Again, I certainly know, because I actually grew up in this city as well, and that's one of the reasons that I'm doing this. But I know that Midnight City is not on people's minds often. But are any of you afraid that some of the actions of superheroes such as Invincible, or of course whatever happened with his father that time ago, are any of you afraid that kind of just uber powered conflict could come here to Midnight City and just completely eradicate and wipe away any progress that you feel like you're making here on the streets?
It can.
I feel like anything that the last couple years have shown, look at Chicago. Like, I don't think any city is safe right now, which is why it's so important that a city like ours has protection, has us.
One last question here for us, today while we're gathered here. And again, over the course of the show, we're going to dig in deeper with each of the MidKnights here. But how was it, because I don't think I ever asked this, how was it that you came to know that I was in danger all those weeks ago from the shadows of Darkwing?
I was actually going to ask you if you had told anybody where you would be that night, because we received a call.
A call
Alerting us to the location that of the rooftop that you were on.
On your cell phones?
At our base. Here.
Mm-hmm.
Here?
Yeah, we've been trying to get the payphone to work for weeks, and it never has. And then it just rang. And I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay, Bill, cut.